Hello everyone. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great as well as I am. Uh, Hopefully you guys are enjoying the summer. I know it's pretty hot here in America, but I heard in many other parts of the world it's hot too. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you're probably in the other side. You're probably with the cold weather. Well, you guys get your share this summer when it comes. All right, guys. Talking back to the car that we got in front of you, we have a 143 scale, 1981 Isuzu Piazza. Now this is a cute looking Isuzu. By the way, guys, so some people know them as Isuzu Piazza. Some people know in example in America we call them Isuzu Impulse. And I also read that in Australia they call them the Holden Piazza. I know Holden, it's an Australian brand that got connections with GM, if I'm not mistaken, and share some cars with GM. I know in America we had a car was called a Pontiac G8, which was a Holden, and we had a few other ones back in the days. But going back to this beautiful Japanese sports car that we got in front of you, this is a 1981, like I mentioned before, and this Isuzu Piazza or Impulse. It was sold between 1981 till 1993. Now, this right here was sold the first generation, which is the one that you're looking at right now. It was actually sold until 1989. There was a second generation that ran between 1990 and 1993. I find this car to be very attractive. You know, it's not how can you say, not the most remembered car in the world, you know, but it was quite remember back in the 80s. I remember a lot of people used to talk about them when they were in on sale. When I was young, very young, I used to see a few of them around, and they look very attractive, very attractive. Unfortunately, Isuzu stopped making cars a long time ago already. They were not very successful in their car industry, so they pour more time into doing SUVs. Then Isuzu had issues with their SUVs that were tipping over, like falling. So like the Trooper had big issues. So unfortunately, at least in North America, Isuzu is no longer being sold. I think they only sell trucks, like the box truck, but no longer SUVs or cars. Which is sad because they make quite a few interesting looking Isuzus. But going back to what we got here, this is a brand, it's Norev, it's a diecast Norev. And let me tell you, I'm looking at the car going around and around, and it looks so exactly the same as it was in real life. I remember these lights, they used to flip over, you know, back in the 80s and 90s. That was the trend. If you had a sports car, you want to have those flip over headlights, but you know, those are long gone. They don't make cars like that no more because it was not reliable. If the mechanical part was not working, you didn't have no headlights. No headlights mean you cannot drive at night or the cops will give you a fat ticket. You know, so they were not reliable like that, and unfortunately, you know, things that are not reliable, they don't last. And another thing I have to mention, nowadays, you don't see many of these around. I'm not sure why, if they were not engine reliable, transmission reliable. I'm not fully knowledgeable why. I know they no longer, I barely ever see them. I probably see them once or twice like in a car show, but like I don't even see people driving them around. You know, you still see some Toyota Celicas or some Mitsubishi Eclipse like the old ones, but finding out those old Isuzu Impulse or Piazza, very tough, very very tough. All right, guys, so I'll let it go around a few times so you can have a nice look at the car. Alright guys, so I'm back. So what do you think about these cars? Do you still remember them? In other parts of the world, do you still see them in the streets? In Europe, in Japan, Asia, Australia as a whole then? Do you still see them on the roads? In Latin America? Like I said before, here, rare. Very, very rare. Unfortunately, because they were so cute back in the days. I remember them. They were so attractive. And sadly, they are almost gone. But let me know what you guys think about them. Have you ever drove one of these? Or you're like me, we're on the other side of the road. We only collect them as diecast because we cannot afford a real one. No, just kidding. We're collectors and we enjoy. If I had a real car of every diecast or resin that I had in my collection, it would be tough, tough, tough. I don't know what would I would have to have 5 museums in real life. Alright guys, so yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and you know the bell next to the subscribe button. What it means, it will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Alright, and do not forget to please give me that nice thumbs up. I really really appreciate that. It shows me that you're enjoying the video as much as I enjoy making them. Okay guys, so take care of yourselves like I always say, more than ever, and goodbye.